morning and welcome to the Dublin WebSummit 2013. Can you please introduce yourself, tell me a bit about who you are and tell us a bit about your company and the services that you provide?
Sure, I'm Russell Acton. I run Pivotal's business in EMEA, and we're a new organisation which is spun up from EMC and VMware, and we provide applications and cloud services for the next generation platform.
Can you tell me what are the key issues that you see facing the cloud market and you're facing yourself and your customers at this present moment in time?
So one of the key issues that we see is organizations coming at cloud from the bottom up. We talk a lot of infrastructure providers using the term cloud when what they really mean is infrastructure. And I think the industry needs to have a common vernacular as to what cloud actually means, because many of the customers in the marketplace look at the problem of the cloud from the top down, from the application down to the infrastructure, and not necessarily from the infrastructure up to the application.
Okay, great. Now, how do you see the cloud market evolving over the next, in the immediate future, in terms of infrastructural changes, or where do you see that going? What's your vision?
So, one of the things that we have to evolve to is being able to take average organizations with large amounts of legacy and enable them to move towards more of a cloud-centric infrastructure and all the benefits that brings. We can't leave these organizations behind, and we can't leave that legacy behind, so we have to find a way to do that. And when we start to do that, we start to create next generation problems such as data privacy, data security, because where we'll be able to move and port applications around on common infrastructure components, because applications are quite portable, just the sheer size, complexity and sensitivity of data will make that much harder to do. So we're going to have to figure out how to manage those kind of components as this market evolves and as it becomes more ubiquitous in traditional organizations and traditional corporates.
And finally, what keeps you awake at night?
Yeah, so the big thing that keeps me awake at night is really the vernacular that we use in the industry. People use this word cloud, when really we should remember most of this came from utility computing, but that doesn't really sound sexy anymore. So understanding what cloud means, understanding what it means from a developer perspective, but also what it means from an infrastructure perspective, and not bleeding these along, because it confuses the marketplace. And when we confuse our potential customers, then we make it very difficult for them to gain most of the benefits from that. So that's definitely something which keeps me awake. The next thing that keeps me awake is really the skills required to get the most out of these platforms. I see, just at on a European level, a real lack of skills around data science, and I think an economy which can really understand and leverage those kind of resources are going to have a fairly large GDP boost over the next 5 to 10 years, and that will be quite meaningful. In fact, as meaningful as the internet boom was for the US in the previous platform generation.
Great, well thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the summit.
Thank you very much.